Hello everyone, I am Komal Mehta, teaching as an assistant professor in computer science department at St. Andrews Institute of Technology and Management, Gurgaon. Today in the series of HTML course, we will cover about HTML, text structuring and the text styling. I already discussed about some styling tags such as background color change, text color change, formatting. Rest one will be covered in this video, and after that text structuring will be discussed. So let's start with the text styling, and that will start with the font change. Just a sec. To change the font type, we use a property that is font family, and the value with the desired type of font we can insert over here. Before discuss about the font tag, we have to remind that whenever we want to insert any feature, then we have to insert within a style tag, and that style tag contain property name as well as the value of that particular property name. So whenever we want to insert any background changes, then we have to insert within a style tag as well. In same manner, whenever we want to insert the font size or a font color, then we have to insert also in a style tag. So that style tag is separated by the colon. That means the value is separated with the help of colon, the property as well as value. So let's start with the example. Here a body will started over here in an HTML tag, and then heading tag h1 refers to the first heading that contain an attribute that is style, and that style contains some property that is font family, and the font family has a value of Arial. It means whenever I am inserting any font in this heading, then that will be formatting with the Arial tag, Arial format. So this is a Arial, that value, that text is called as a content over the HTML tag that inserted heading. So this heading is represented in an Arial formatting. And once the content will be mentioned, we have to closing the heading tag. There is no need of closing the style tag. It is just helping to inserting any property as well as their value to change or modification in our web page with the help of text. So this is the font changes color, and whenever I am inserting any text, that must have some alignment, whether it is left, whether it is right, justified or a center. So these four are the options, that is left, right, center and a justified. If I am inserting any text and I want to align according to myself, then I have to mention over the pages, else by default value will be taken as a left alignment. So how can we insert this particular property? With the help of text align keyword. Here this property also inserted in a style tag. So let's discuss how this will done. The body tag is started, and after that a heading tag h1 is started. Heading tag contain an attribute that is style, and that style contains some value, and that value containing a property name that is text alignment, and then colon is separated by its value. That value is called as a center. So the text that is mentioning in this heading is represented in a center part. So the center align content over mentioning in a heading 1 will be refer at a center position. Once this will be done, the heading will be closed over here. Next tag again contain paragraph styling tag. Paragraph have a style. Text alignment is equal to left. That means aligning left alignment. The left align over here refers to the text alignment that is starting from the left alignment. And once the content will be mentioned, we will close the paragraph tag, and after the whole web page containing information will be mentioned, the body tag is closed, and then HTML tag is closed in all the similar manner that we have already discussed. So we can say we have used various style elements at the same time but not overlap them. It means we can't do the same value, same value of a different keywords or different properties. That is, let's take example here, h1 that contain a style tag of a color blue and the alignment is equal to center. Here this one is mentioning as a center alignment with a blue color. So I can insert all these properties for a single tag, but it's not possible to align center as well as align left for a same tag. It means if I am mentioning over here like h1 style color is equal to blue, in similar manner color is equal to yellow, then align is equal to center, align is equal to left. So this is not possible to create any content in center alignment as well as left alignment. It's not possible. So the overlapping will not done, but if you want to insert a nested property for a single particular content, then it is possible, as it is mentioned in this example. Here the color as well as alignment is mentioning for the heading tag. That heading tag contain a content that is equal to ABC. So once the content will be mentioned, the closing of heading tag will be done. I hope this is clear to you. So this is all about text styling. How can we convert the font size, font changing or alignment? How can we change the text color, text size and the background color? The all text styling will be done over here with the help of style tag, and that style tag contain the value that is equal to property colon value. And if you want to insert a background color, then you have to do it with the help of background color property. If you want to add on the text color, then you have to insert only color and then the value of that particular color for the tag. If you want to insert text size, then you have to insert the property that is font size. And if you want to change the font, then you have to insert the property that is font family. And if you want to change the alignment, then you have to insert text align property with their value. So all these are the text styling features, and that contains some different values, and we can also insert all these property for a single tag as well. It completely depend on the requirement of our web page. So next is a text structuring. There are formatting elements and split into many types. It means the logical formatting, physical formatting, pre-formatted text. Logical formatting means that indicate the reason of a formatting, not how to format. It does not tell about how can we convert the text. It just representing the reason of the formatting. That means why we are doing so is done in this formatting, but how we will do this particular thing will be not mentioned in a logical formatting. In physical formatting, it gives specific direction to the browser. That means showing the path that how we will done this. Next is a pre-formatted text. The pre tag is used to display all the spacing exactly as it appears in a source code. That is tab, space, line returns, break will be shown up. So pre-formatted text contain all the information similar to the source tag, source code we can say. In an HTML instance like a text file, except some of the character are interpreted as markup language. The markup gives a structure of a document and the instance representing a hierarchy of a element, and each element have some properties, some attributes and some content. So we have to say that we have to manage all the properties of an element, and that element combination becomes an instance, and the instance will be handled with the help of document, and that document also contain a markup documents that gives the structure of a particular web page. So most of the element we can say are represented in the document as a star tag, which gives the name and attribute followed by the content followed by end tag. Right here, the simplest example over mentioning is, let us suppose, let's take the styling tag as well. See over here. Here, first one, we have to insert a tag. That tag contains some attribute containing some value. After that, again an attribute. Any number of attribute we can mention over here, and that attribute containing a value, then the content, and once the content will be mentioned, we will close the ending tag. That means mentioning the ending tag. So this is a particular format to inserting how this will be done. So there are some tags that were used usually. First one is P. P for a paragraph tag. Whenever I am inserting continuation of number of lines without any break, then that is represented as a paragraph, and that paragraph is represented in HTML as a P tag. It also has a closing tag. Backslash with a P tag is the ending tag. BR is for line breaking. That means to separate different lines with the help of some space, then that will be done with the help of break line, BR line. Next is division, DIV. It enable you to designate sections of text for a styling. That means splitting the text into multiple sections so that each section have a separate formatting as well. So this will be done with the help of division tags. Next is a heading tag. Heading is of H1 to H6 tag. H1 is the largest one, H6 is the smallest one. Whenever I am inserting any more important news, then it will be inserted in a heading 1. After that, less important will be in H2 and least important is in H6. In similar manner, the headings will be mentioned. Next is a horizontal line. Horizontal line that separates the section into horizontal separate area. So that will be done with the help of a single line, that is called a HR. HR for a horizontal line. That will be helpful in creating a table. Pre-formatting text, as I discussed, pre-tag is used for a pre-formatting text. All the spacing in a source code will be mentioned or reflected in our web page with the help of this text. Next, all formatting tags such as bold, italic, underline. So these are the formatting tags. Next is the anchor tag. Anchor tag is for linking the tag. A is representing with the help of anchor tag. HTML linking concept is already discussed in my previous video. So you can go through from that video. Next is a list tag. List tag is a li. There are so many number of options for a single quantity that what you want to eat right now. That means snacks, lunch, dinner, proper meal. So these all are the options. You have to took any one of them. So that will be mentioning over a list tag. So li is for list, number of list that can be of ordered or unordered. If you are using ordered list, then you have to use ol tag for ordered list and closing backslash with the OL. But if you want to insert unordered list, then you have to do it with the help of UL tag. UL for unordered list. Next is a comment tag. Comment tag completely describe the concepts, actually what the particular line or a particular tag will be done. So that was mentioned for the user understanding. Next is a scrolling of a text. That means movement of a text in a web page. That will be done with the help of marquee tag. The content, text, image, or any graphics we want to move from one web page reflecting in continuation form, then that will be done with the help of marquee tag. Next is the alignment. That means you want to insert any alignment that is left, right, justified, center. So this will be done with the help of alignment tag. For center, center tag is used. Next is a font. Font tag is used for a font family that you want to change the size, font color, then font tag will be used. For a image tag, img tag will be used. It also contains an attribute that is called src that fetch the source of a image from the document where it was already existing. So to fetching that one, we need to mention the URL of that particular image, and that URL will be mentioned in a source tag. src tag is used in an image tag. Next is a linking tag to contain the information from an external sources. Then we have to use linking tag. It is also possible to link with internals or with externals. So internal linking, no need to mention the actual URL of the particular text because we are already in that particular web page. But if we are using another website, then we have to do it with the help of external sources. Then the link will be used. Link keyword will be used. Next is a metadata. Metadata completely describing the page description and specifying the page description. That will be done with the help of meta tag. Next is a table tag. Table tag contains tr and th information. Th means header cell in a table and tr means table row. Table row containing the rows description. header cell containing the top of the description or a field, we can say. And next is a TD. TD is a standard cell in a document that helps in inserting the values. So next is a form tag. Form tag creates HTML form for our users. Whenever we want to drop down options, then we have to do it with the help of selections. So that selections is also called as an options. So the option tag is used for drop down option tags. Next is a radio button tag. Radio button tag selecting one option from the given one. Because if you are choosing single one, then the other you have selected is automatically deselected. So the radio tag is used for selecting any of the one option, not all. So this will be done with the help of input that containing type of a button, that is radio, and the name of a button, that is option, and the options contain the information about the selecting one. So whenever I am selecting an option, then that will be represented as a option checked. Here the second one is input type is equal to radio, name is option, and that is checked. It means that was selected. So selected option is second. So the reflecting output act as a option second. So this is about the radio button. I will definitely describe all these buttons in a detail in my further videos. So till now, this is all about the text structuring that we want to insert and the text styling that will be done with the help of so many features. This is all about today lecture. Thank you.